Uh, Nostalgia. Hi, everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raised on Popcorn with Grant, everybody. And today we're talking about a movie, and that is a movie that is the latest in the trend this year of movies based on culturally significant objects that we have all forgotten about. We got Air, we got Tetris, we got Blackberry. Apparently, there's a pinball movie on Hulu with freaking Riff from West Side Story in it. What? I haven't seen that. That's the only one I haven't seen. Flamin' Hot, the Flamin' Hot Cheetos movie, and now we have the movie today, the movies and TVs that we do here, and that is The Beanie Bubble. The Beanie Bubble is directed by Kristen Gore and Damien Kulash. I hope I'm saying that name correctly. And it is written by Kristen Gore, or not Christine, Kristen Gore. It is also written by Kristen Gore. Oh, and apparently Kristen Gore is Alan Tipper Gore's daughter? And Damien Kulash is her husband, who's also the lead singer of OK Go? What the fuck? That's cool. So yeah, the Beanie Bubble, it is based on the true story of the Thai Corporation, and who invented the craze of the 90s, particularly the mid to late 90s, the Beanie Babies. And this was led by the very eccentric, very vain Ty Warner, played by Zach Galifianakis in this film. But the real brains behind the operation were three women who worked for Ty, and two of which were lovers of Ty. Those are Robbie, played by Elizabeth Banks, Sheila, played by Sarah Snook, and Maya, played by Geraldine Vishwanathan. And the three of them are really the focus of the movie, the heart of the movie. And this is the story about how collectively they made Beanie Babies happen. And not only as a toy for your kids, but also as like an investment opportunity. Beanie Babies, for those who don't know, who weren't alive then, I was. Beanie Babies were so popular that they weren't simply like literally toys. People were buying them thinking that it was going to go toward like their kids' college fund. Like they invested in Beanie Babies like you would invest in like stocks. It was surreal how these little stuffed animals became sort of this not only cultural phenomenon but this monetary phenomenon, and it made Ty Warner a billionaire before it all came crashing down. When the bubble burst around 99, 2000, Beanie Babies ceased to be popular. And this movie covers all the bases. It covers everything out. One particular aspect that I noticed that was very much a touchstone of my childhood was the sort of revolutionary deal that they made where Thai was very significant about we want it to be an American product, even though it was primarily produced in China and Korea. Wanted to be an American product. So mom and pop shops, no Walmarts, no, major, big box stores, all mom and pop stores, until McDonald's said that they wanted to have Beanie Babies in their Happy Meals, and then all of a sudden, Ty's like, I like McDonald's, I'm listening. What I remember even more from than the Beanie Babies themselves was Beanie Babies at McDonald's, and the kind of the craze around that, because that kind of happened toward the end of like the shelf life of Beanie Babies. And all of this is kind of brought together. I tell a story of how this particular, what was called the Great Beanie Baby Bubble, burst, and what happened to the people who got the balls rolling. And this is the story. So, here's the thing. Is this familiar territory? Yes, it is. Does it follow familiar biopic structures? Yes, it does. Did I really mind after a while? No, not really. I kind of loved this movie. And what I loved about this movie is that, flawed as it is, I really was entertained by this movie. Because I just think as a nostalgic walk down memory lane, it's really good. It does a really good job of sort of putting you in the world of this of these characters, and in the world of this business that is about to explode. It explodes, and then it topples. And I really like the fact that the characters are well drawn. There's a sense of humor to the dialogue. The acting is phenomenal, like that cast list alone. And thank God Sarah Snook is in this movie because, man, between like freaking Winchester and especially that Run Rabbit Run abortion that I saw like a month ago, or not even a month ago, that came out a month ago, that I saw in January, I was worried that Sarah Snook was only going to be known for Shiv Roy. And I'm grateful to say that she isn't, because she's really terrific in this film. In fact, honestly, she and Geraldine Viswanathan kind of steal this movie out from under Galifianakis and Banks, who are both terrific as always, but they kind of steal this movie. They're both terrific. Geraldine Viswanathan especially, I really loved on the show Miracle Workers and in things like Blockers. She's really great here, and she, as sort of this woman who would go on to become like known as like the mother of e-commerce, she kind of created the idea of online shopping. She kind of came, and she was the first one to make note especially of not only the early days of the Beanie Babies, but also the early days of eBay and how Beanie Babies were selling there and kind of giving free promotion to Ty. Like, it was really interesting, that exploration in the movie. And I also just really liked her. I really sympathize with the character as this sort of student who basically drops out to be a part of this corporation and doesn't really get the credit she deserves by this sort of, big swinging dick guy. I dug that story arc for her and the way she kind of took control of her own fate and destiny. If there's one maybe minor problem I have with the Beanie Bubble is that it's a problem that a lot of movies I think have later run into. It's maybe about 10 minutes longer than it really needs to be. It's kind of the same way I felt about Haunted Mansion, where it was a really good movie, but it was a little longer than it really could hold. There's some scenes that just went on longer than they should have. Aside from that, though, I really dug this flick. I really liked the sense of humor of it. I really liked the sense of it's light as air. In fact, I would put it on all of the like corporate business movies. You could even put Barbie in that category, which, by the way, I saw a second time last night, kind of impromptu with a buddy. It's going up on the list, bro. Like, Barbie's fantastic. It really is. But the idea of yeah, fuck you, Benji, bro. But really, though, the idea of these corporate biopic movies, I still think that the high watermark for this, when it comes to the straightforward, like, business side of it, is BlackBerry. I think that is, like, the highest peak. Air being kind of right below it. But this falls right into the category of things like Tetris and Flamin' Hot, where, like, yes, it's more familiar, yes, it's more light as air, and the dramatic stakes are not quite as high, but it's still incredibly entertaining and fascinating. So, yeah, I really dug this flick. The Beanie Bubble is on Apple TV+. It is also in select theaters, and yeah, let's close the book there. I'm not going to go all the way, but I'm going to go pretty far. I'm going to give The Beanie Bubble 4.5 out of 5 stars. This was a really, really fun flick. I really was surprised. And the fact that it's directed by Al Gore's daughter and the lead singer of OK Go, like, holy crap. I didn't know they directed movies, or that they were a couple. That's kind of amazing. And they do a pretty good job. So yeah, 4.5 out of 5 stars for The Beanie Bubble. Let's close the book on it. Trailer Trash None. Watched it on Apple TV+. Was there shawarma? No, there was not. All right, that's it. We will be back tomorrow for a review of the action film The Baker, starring Ron Perlman and Elias Koteas and Harvey Keitel. We will also have a review Wednesday for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Next Thursday is The Meg 2, The Trench, and I'm sure some other films are coming up that I gotta look at the schedule. But then also coming up, we got things like Strays, Blue Beetle, The Last Voyage of the Demeter, Gran Turismo, a lot of cool movies coming for the rest of the summer, and then we go right into the fall, and whatever hasn't been moved, we will be checking out. So yeah, we're still keeping this crazy train rolling. So anyway, also down the line, we'll have a spoiler talk for Barbie, and maybe a spoiler talk for Talk to Me, quite frankly, because I kind of want to get Ryan on there and hash that out a little more. But anyway, that's but yeah, that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant the Movie and TV Guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love the Class Smiths, so the 50,000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does. That's what you're supposed to do, or so I've been told. Leave a comment, even if it's, hey Grant, I like waffles. It really helps out. If you want to find me else for reviews lists and other fun stuff, you can check me out on letterboxd.com at RaisinPopcornWithGrant. Twitter, I'm at RaiseGrant. You can find me on Facebook, Raisin Popcorn with Grant. Instagram and Threads at Raisin Popcorn with Grant. Serialized, all one word, all lowercase, Raised on Popcorn. Check out my podcast, Raisin Popcorn with Grant, the podcast, on Spotify and Anchor. Some of you already have, but if you haven't, take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important. And I want to know down below, what did you think of the Beanie Bubble? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Do you think my opinion's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below, let me know. And until we meet again, we were all raised on popcorn. Maybe my extra butter. And I'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone.